Hi, I'm Drew. Welcome to the Beggar's Woodshop video podcast for this May of 2022. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are most welcome. Thank you for joining me here, and thank you for inviting me into your homes, laps, hands, well, just however you happen to be viewing this program. It's been a while. It really has. It's been a while since we've done a podcast. It's been, what? January. Yeah. Since we hit 1 year. Yeah, it's been a long time. I don't know if you can hear, but they're doing yard work in the neighborhood around here. I hope it's not affecting everything too much or becoming too distracting. I'll find out later when I edit this. I'm actually going to do a podcast here from the garage. Yes, unpacking is still going on. Despite the fact that it's a bigger place than where we used to live, there's still not a lot of space. So, yeah, I gotta figure some of that out. But I knew I had to get out here to the garage and do at least one podcast. So, lighting is 1,000 times better, as you can clearly see. Actually, there are 3 fluorescent lights in here, as well as the main garage light. Now, I love that. It's all even lit. We just have to tie them into the main light compared to plugging them in separate, because we like to have a little more light as we see out here. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff still out here. That's why I'm in this little corner right here. As you can see, I got the shopsmith. This is about where its home will be. You've got a couple other little things. The workbench is right over here. It used to be a little further down, but I moved it this way last week because I knew that's where it needs to go. Plus, with all the stuff still out here, it's a lot easier to get to it. So, intros are going to change on the main program because now we have an automatic garage door opener. Well, now I'm going to have to work with that. Yeah, well, things are what they are, you know. But one thing I did finally do, something I've been working on since the origins of the Beggar's Woodshop, and hearing these yard workers makes me think of it. Years ago, let's see, about, 3 years? Yeah, 3 years ago, Solitaire gave me a clock for the shop, and I knew I wanted a clock for the shop because a shop clock was going to make all the difference for me. But I wanted to protect it. She got me a nice little clock. It actually says, well, she kind of messed up the inscription a little bit, but I don't mind, because it really kind of brings the old and new together. Originally, as you may or may not know, this was going to be called the Poor Man's Woodshop, because poor man, no money, hell, I'm living with my parents right now, okay? And somebody else had taken the name. I thought Poor Man's Workshop. Nope, can't do that one either. I loved my logo so much, changed it to Beggar. And so, as a result, the clock says the Beggar Man's Woodshop. And if you think about it, it works. I am the Beggar Man. So, and I wanted to have it in a case. And the first live webcast I did here on YouTube went terrible. Low quality webcam. The handheld microphone you saw me use last year. Yeah. And partway through it, yard workers started, so the audio was completely just shot. Then when I stopped going live, I knew I was having some internet issues, even though it was a hard line, not a wireless connection. It was hard line right into a computer. I didn't get the entire thing saved. Now that could be me cutting off YouTube from downloading it into whatever to make it play back properly, but yeah, it cut short. So, and I was working on that clock too. So, yeah, it took a while. But finally, I got it majority done. It just needed a piece of glass or acrylic. And finally, when going through a bunch of stuff, we found a frame that was a really terrible frame. It was not really 8x10. It was like half an inch shorter. Or was it a quarter inch? It was short. You'd have to trim the picture more. Anyway, I took the piece of glass, cut the piece of glass last week, routed out with a router attachment on my rotary tool. Believe it or not, I actually got one. And I glued the glass in, and now it sits right up here. It's out of frame. I know you can't see it, so you're gonna have to believe me that it's there. Maybe I'll shoot. Yeah. Look at the B-roll. There it is. The Beggar's Woodshop. Even gives the year it was established. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. So, onward and upward. There's still a lot to do. Obviously, there's still a lot to do, but I hope this looks okay. I decided to use the good camera, but because I don't have a monitor that I could see myself with, I kind of just had to hope for the best on the focus. I know I got the framing okay, but it's the focus that I'm most worried about. I use the Shopsmith table saw as kind of a base, and I also use this thing back here, which holds screws, nails, and all kinds of assorted junk. So, bit by bit, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully I'll be able to get out here to do the videos that I want to do, and I've got a long list of videos. There's 2 puzzles. There's a project file I want to do from college, actually, to make a recall to my theater days, and it was actually something that's going to kind of help me around here. There's a safety video. There's the few videos I want to do for the radio alarm saw I have. I haven't even gotten that thing moved in. It's still in my brother's place. Jeez. But I know one thing that I do need is wood. Okay. Time for the shameless plug. Here it is. Haven't you heard? I've got a GoFundMe. Link is in the description. What is that GoFundMe for? Well, obviously wood, and wood prices, as we know, are ridiculous right now. But also, we gotta upgrade this thing. The Shopsmith Mark V Greenie is still a 1954 setup. The motor is still the original motor. It works very well, I might add. I want to upgrade to the Power Pro. That'll really help with some of the mechanics. Table saw. Yeah, we gotta upgrade this thing. I don't like using this thing. In fact, there's barely any safety protection, especially down here, down below. Cut my gut open. Ugh. There are, of course, other little tiny things that need fixings, that need upgrades, that need parts that are missing. There are accessories I don't have. And, of course, lumber. Now, if I can get the last parts of the bandsaw, I can get the table saw set up, as well as pieces to do a lot of lathe work, I'll be happy with that as a start. Okay? So, link is down below, ladies and gentlemen. I ask for your contributions. There, I made the shameless plug for the money. Okay. Now for the other shameless plug. You want to subscribe? Okay. Subscriptions are free. Unlike streaming services, it's free. And everybody loves free. What are the perks of subscribing? Well, you'll know immediately when I get a video put up. It'll show up in your feed of subscriptions. You have a Gmail account? You automatically got a YouTube account. Did you know that? Yeah, I'm gonna make a shameless plug in all of this. I know, I shouldn't. But it beats rambling. And we know I don't ramble. Okay. So, yeah, the more you like, comment, and if you subscribe, the more we're gonna get recognized by YouTube. Which means we're recognized by more people. Not to say we don't have a great viewing audience. Holy cow, we're almost up to 2,000 views just on the lathe duplicator alone. That's pretty good. And people, of course, love our bandsaw. The likes are going up. We gotta be at 30 likes already. It was at 29 when I last looked at it. I hope we're at 30. Watch, I'm flashing a graphic whether or not we got it when I'm editing. Yeah. Oh, man. Okay, I think I've got the shameless plugs out of the way. What do you think? Well, I'm glad that we've got a podcast out now, ladies and gentlemen. It's been far too long. Keep thinking there was something else I wanted to mention, and now I can't remember what. Either that or I thought it would take me longer. Yeah. Okay. I think that is everything. Oh, wow, this is going to turn out shorter than I thought. Oi. Well, it's a slow progress here with the move. So bit by bit, ladies and gentlemen, I can access my tools a little better that are on the workbench. I can access my tools everywhere else a whole lot easier. Even the little work table, I have better access to that now. And I can work on it. In fact, that's how I cut that piece of glass. So, yeah. Well, yeah, I better end it before I start rambling. Okay, please like, comment, subscribe. It helps in more ways than you can realize. Our GoFundMe campaign. You know what? Here's the link. There should be a link now in that corner if I haven't already put it up. Okay? I'll put it down below in the description. Just click see more. Alright? And hopefully I will see you next time. Right here on the Baker's Woodshop.